funk.
Do do do. I should mute that because it's weird hearing myself in my own ears. James, where's the Will Cam window? That's the Will Cam window.
The Will Cam window is...
Nailed it.
Here I
Timing,
am.
folks. Timing.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning.
It just works.
It just works.
Yes. It does indeed. How you doing? How you doing, gents?
Doing all right. Doing all right. We're awake. I got my hair did, which was nice. Got the hair did.
Oh.
That's why there's gel in it. This isn't bedhead. This is actual gel.
This isn't special gel.
No.
As you can see, I also did my hair. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very nice metallic look you've got there, Chris.
Thank you. I really go for a good, healthy sheen.
The sort of svelte.
What kind of wax do you use?
Honestly, I don't wax. I don't use wax.
Really?
No.
All natural.
I mean, you're going gray. I can see that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's kind of a style choice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with you put some silver, some gold highlights in there too. I see.
Yep. I went for some highlights. Yeah.
And a nice work at the front. Look at that. That's just glorious. But yes, welcome everybody to the Game One Player Set podcast. I am Lord Teamaker. That gentleman over there is James Atkinson.
Hi.
And the gentleman above me is Coffee Night.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
So, guys, are you ready for a packed show today? Because we've got a content dump, slightly bigger than normal, because, we have, like, the post-winter, post-Christmas spread we have to get rid of and try and lose a few pounds. So we're going for a big dump there. We also have the first milestone for James to do for Extra Life.
Yep.
That's what we've been playing. So I think we should get on, shall we? What would you like to do first, gents?
Let's do the content dump. We normally do the content dump. I look at it this way. We'll do content dump, then we'll do fun with James's geographical geography, and then we'll do what we've been playing.
Okie dokie, that's fantastic. Well, so first of all, the big news of dumping out from the week was Steam. Valve are making a portable PC called the Steam Deck, which looks to me absolutely like a sexy beast.
Looks very nice. It looks really nice. It's just reading some of the stuff about it. It's a device. Obviously it's a device. It's way more powerful than the Switch. It's actually has the ability to download not only Steam games but Epic Store games.
Yep.
And run emulators on it. And it just looks it makes sense. Kind of like given like the if you told me that like Steam was creating a product like this, after seeing like, and I'm not a VR guy, but seeing how like how well the Steam's VR set works, and like how it's like widely considered to be one of the best ones on the market, this would be great. If I was a portable gaming kind of person and I did a lot of traveling, like this would be, I would get this.
Yeah, because think you can download your library into there. And we know how big you are with your Football Manager, dude. There you go. There's Football Manager on the move for you.
Yeah, well, it all depends on how. The big thing with this, though, with Football Managers, remember, I use a lot of the workshop databases. So how does the workshop and modding get put into this game? In this, that's the big thing for me.
It's essentially your Steam library, isn't it? It's in there. It's like it's a mini computer.
Yeah, and the Steam library is great. The only thing is that the workshop is separate from the library, and it downloads and it helps install it via Steam, but it isn't necessarily part of the library. It's its own separate thing. The Steam Workshop is technically through the community hub on Steam.
I reckon that's in there. I will put even a $5, right? A $5 bet for Extra Life. If I lose this and I'm wrong, $5 will go to Extra Life from me, right?
Fine, and if I lose it, I will put $5 to Extra Life. How's that sound? That way, Extra Life is getting $5 one way or the other.
Yep. I think the community hub bit is in there. So if you got a Steam Deck, you'd be able to get your modded games in there.
Okay. I mean, once again, I hope that's the case, but because we want to give kids money. Mm-hmm. Because we want to give charity money, we have made stupider bets to give people money.
Now, Chris, as our witness, you have to keep us to this.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Chat will remind us. They're good at remembering that thing.
Yep, they are. Now, there's 3 models of Steam Deck coming out. Now they're in quarter 1, 2, and 3 next year. You've got the basic 64 gigabyte, £349 one, which just comes with a carrying case. You've got the 256 gig NVMe SSD drive in there with faster storage, carrying case, and exclusive Steam Community Profile bundle. Right? So that tells me that's why that's in there. That tells me that's why that bet is on. You've also got the £569, nice, 512 gig SSD in there with fastest storage, premium anti-glare etched glass, exclusive carrying case, exclusive Steam Community Profile bundle, and the exclusive virtual keyboard theme. Ooh. I mean, this thing looks good.
It's a Switch on steroids. Let's call it what it is. It's a Switch on steroids. My main thing with this too is that, do I like the idea of it? Absolutely. Do I want to get one of these? Probably yes. Do I want to wait until people have these physically in their hands and they've been like stress tests for 6 months by other people? Yes, that's what I want. It's kind of like, it's almost like, I don't want to say it's like a new console, like when Xbox or like the new gen of those consoles come out. But when somebody comes new to the field with a console, I want at least some backtrack to see if there is any hardware bugs, if there is any real downsides, and let the stress test happen. Because remember Stadia? How was that 6 months after its launch?
Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit of Stadia, because we have some news of Stadia as well. The thing I'm looking at the moment is paying for it.
Yeah.
Do you have to use your Steam account? Do you get, so if you have money in there, does that come off of the Steam Deck to pay for it?
Probably.
That it doesn't say in the Q&A on it. I imagine it does, but it doesn't say.
Oh boy, I need to start playing CSGO so I can start selling skins to form my Steam Deck.
Our inventory. We need to play more Steam games to sell badges.
Mm-hmm.
Because just think, if you got about $600 right there in your Steam bit account, and then next year comes up, next summer comes up, and you can freely buy one of those the big ones. You go, oh, I've already paid for it. That's nice, isn't it?
My game, I have grind out the 15 cents a badge. I mean, let's be fair. I have, if I'm looking at like my, what's under your TGWPIS badge? There's badges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a badge. Oh my god, I actually have a badge. I didn't even know I had this. What can I sell it for? Intergalactic level 1. I have a friend slot bonus. What does it mean? No,
There's
really.
so many weird systems that exist in Steam that it's just like even.
It's like how does I'm level 26. If that means anything.
I mean, I've got stuff that I can sell in my inventory.
Oh yeah, like cards.
Yeah.
I'm apparently a pillar of the community.
What's that? We could sell that for 3p. That's going to break the bank in at 5p. 7p. 6p. 6p. That's 7p. This is not going to amount to enough. I'm going to need some more.
4, 5.
5p.
I apparently have $46.59 worth of items.
Wow.
Which may or may not be off, depending on what it's considering.
So I've got 25. So there's 25 cards on a if you look at like your all items on Steam. I apparently have 879 items I could sell to the workshop.
Jesus.
Oh, that's 7 cents.
Yeah, I have 604.
I have 98 all items.
Those are rookie numbers.
I mean, I
yeah,
got
no, okay.
50
right.
some odds from golf friends.
So here's the thing. It does not cover game items. I have 938 Dota 2 items, and some of those are worth money. Like, I have a couple of these immortal items that are worth, like, this one is worth $1.32, so it's not great. Let's see.
I have the
There's a
Deus
couple
Ex
others I
announcer
have.
pack. Was Adam Jensen doing the announcing for it, and it's worth 61 cents for Dota.
Yep. I gotta find my expensive ones.
How to fund your Steam Deck?
31 cents for just Zeus jumping like Mario. That's a thing. The International 2015 is only 4 cents, which is a little sad. I can't sell those. Where is... Here it is. The Exalted Manifold Paradox. $28.22.
You see, there's some stuff you could sell.
Oh yeah. That alone is $28.22. And there's another one I have in here that is worth some serious fucking bank. Let's remove legendary and let's.
Wow, these Ace Combat ones are going for like 10 cents a piece. Good
I
thing
think
I
I got to
actually.
put some more stuff on my selling bit later on then after the show.
I have an armadillo that is $2.56. Here it is. Blades of Voth Damash. $25.56.
Jesus Christ. If you
So
sell that, build it up, away you go.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really want to sell it because it's nice to have. It does change the character very drastically, so if I go back to the game, which I do every now and then, I get to look badass.
I'm just going to sell all these trading cards.
I have all these other things that I never use, though. But some of them are, like, really... Wait, what? Hold up. Is nobody selling this thing?
Also, I want to know is,
$100. Why not?
would I be able to transfer the game that I'm playing on here at the time? Let's say I'm on here, right? And my barrel goes, excuse me, lad. Excuse me. And I look down and go, yes, barrel, what is it? I need to have a poo. Can we go to Luton's? Wait a second, I'll just see. Pause. Fire up the game on the Steam Deck while I'm having a plop. Could it work and carry on? Because if that's the case, that's even better. Because we've all done it. I will guarantee we have all sat there on the bog playing a game.
Oh hell yeah! I've talked about the fact that I've raided on WoW while taking a dump. Do you know how hard it is to main tank while taking a dump?
Yeah, you're not sure what to concentrate on, are you?
Just a lot of aggro happening. It was worse the fact the second time it happened is one of the guys I was raiding with was in the other stall next to me because we both had to take a dump at the same time.
Instructions across.
Yeah, so I'm yelling at him. Like, imagine like you're in a dorm room. Yeah. And like you walk into, you take a piss, and you hear a guy going, "Grab the fucking aggro!" Two guys, I'm doing it, man. You're not doing it quick enough. He's like, "Whoa."
So yeah, what are we thinking, gentlemen? Yay or nay for the Steam then? In conclusions,
I like the idea of it. I think it's going to be better execution than most. I am going to hold off to see how it handles actual in world use.
Yeah, the presentation seems nice, but we'll have to see it actually ship and run and see how it holds up past that. Yeah,
and because of the way the pre-orders and that went about, I won't even look at one now until next year, until next summer.
Yeah,
which may give me the time to actually get money built up for it. Hey. So there we go. Right, moving on then. Next we have what was I going to say? Oh, I'll let James talk about this one because he sent the video to me. Lost Judgment may be the last in the series.
Yes, Lost Judgment is maybe the last in the series, and maybe something we don't ever see on PC. Mainly because the actor who portrays Yagami, it's Yagami? Is his name? Yeah, Yagami. Yeah, the main actor who plays Yagami, who does the mocap and everything for him, his representation doesn't want him to appear on PC games. And Sega obviously wants to start bringing more of their games to PC because they've seen huge spikes in revenue sales with the Persona series, with the Yakuza games on PC, that it makes sense. I mean, you're getting it, game that they've already developed, they're basically doubling their money on it. So his agency doesn't want that to happen, so they're basically saying he's not going to work with him. Yagami's agency says, we're not going to have you guys work with him anymore. And now obviously Lost Judgment's already been made, but then if that's the case, if they're saying we're not longer letting him work for you, or we're not and he's not willing to leave his representation, then there's a good chance, Lost Judgment may be the last game in the Judgment series. Which kind of sucks because if you think about it, Real Gatuko Studios was saying JRPG for Yakuza games going forward, and then Judgment was going to be the action game. It was going to be like the fighting action games of the series, and you may lose that. Now, they could change character, they can do a lot of stuff. It's not like Yakuza has been okay. Yakuza games have been pretty okay with changing characters and changing main leads. They've done it before, and they split the screen time, but in a 2-game series, in a very good game series, could be just derailed because of for whatever reasons. I don't know the 100% reasoning why the agency really doesn't want him on PC. Maybe it has a rights kind of situation. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with mods. They looked at the Keanu Reeves sex mod for Cyberpunk and went, no. But It seems kind of petty, or maybe they just want more money. It seems like it's a money thing to me, really.
It's either a money thing or uneducated about why PC would be a good idea. You know, I mean, it just sounds so silly, doesn't it? It's like you're not letting you work for him anymore because you want to get more money.
I mean, if it's like a renegotiate your contract because we only like if Sega had in this contract with him like he gets paid based on X, but X is only related to console game sales and not PC sales. That's understandable. Then like if like Sega's looking to be like we're going to bring the game to PC, but because we never negotiated in your contract for PC sales, only for console sales, then I can understand the holdout. Then I can understand the renegotiation. But if it's them, if they're still willing to pay him and like give him whatever whatever he can for that kind of stuff for his work on the game, and they're giving him the cut if they have that kind of thing, then why wouldn't they?
It's just I don't know. It just seems very silly, and they need to seriously look at it and get it sorted out. Because what Sega will do if they want to keep going with the series, they'll just hire someone else.
I mean, the other thing too is like it's about using his likeness. If like that's the character and like they don't have a thing for using his likeness, here's the funny part. They don't have to really worry about that for the United States side of the game because they've got Greg Chun who does the dub work for him, who is really good. He's good as him and he's good as Namba. God forbid they ever have a crossover. That'll get real weird.
Number just turns up and like, wait, what?
But so it's really on like if they have the visual rights for him and if they have the name and if they have like using his voice, because they can probably hire a voice actor to do Yagami's voice, but then it's all about can we use his looks?
Yeah. Listen, see, hopefully they'll do something sensible.
Yeah.
Because it can happen. It can happen. Right. Well, moving on then. We now, guys, know that we have the podcast and videos from not only Geo but ourselves on the YouTube channel of TGWP. Recently, for live stuff, they have started taking or copying stuff from Twitch on YouTube. Now, the three things, right? There's three things are YouTube streamers will now be able to create polls like we can on Twitch. They can limit their chat to subscribers only, which we can do on Twitch if we wanted to. It would be very quiet on our one, admittedly, but you can still do it. And also, viewers can now also create clips. Ooh, YouTube is starting to catch up on things. Now maybe they should be able to
them forever.
Yeah. Now maybe if they actually paid their content creators better.
Or at all.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm looking at Nux and
you watched the Nux video today too?
Yep.
Oh my fucking god.
Fill me in, guys. Fill me in.
It's Nux Taku, who basically what would be the best way to describe him? Anime shitlord on YouTube?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Shitpost the human.
He's shitpost the human. Like shitpost the human he shitposts VTubers, he shitposts a bunch of, but it seems to be a decent person. That's his content.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has fun with shit. He pushes the right buttons, not the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
And he's fun. He does things in good heart and good taste.
Yeah, so he'll be like, I have $1,000. He reaches out to his community and says, okay, send me here's an email address. Send me the most cursed images you can. And whoever gives me the most cursed thing gets the $1,000. And then he'll bring two of his buddies in and they'll all just like look at it and go, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And then do that kind of stuff. Because he's like Mr. Beast, but like...
It's like Mr. Beast, but internet memes.
Yeah.
Another one was the
$10,000 streamer tournament.
Yeah, the various streamer tournaments and whatnot. The the tournaments are like he'll get people. He'll say, "All right, make a roster of 10 characters that you think are the most popular for Rule 34." And don't get me wrong, no inappropriate content ever gets shown.
Mhm.
The only thing that gets shown is a count of how many results come back.
Right.
That's it. Like, it's all above board. It's all good.
Yep. He
And
it
yeah.
was a he had a $10,000 tournament with a bunch of streamers, which was like, listen, here's the grand prize is $10,000. Whoever stops streaming last wins the money.
Mhm.
Start at this day, go. You have to constantly stream. That's the thing, like you could sleep and everything during it, but it's like you had to keep streaming. And I think they said the guy who won it like streamed for 2 weeks straight.
Jesus.
So, yeah, but the reasoning behind all this is that Nux originally he's a dual citizen of the United States and Canada, and he originally started his channel in another country.
Right.
And now I can speak to this because of also the background of work that I do.
Okay.
Without really doing any work. So he started and so he monetized his channel in a country that he didn't live in. So Google started getting money, and then he said, "Okay, give me my money. Here's my bank account." They went, "That's not the country that you monetized your this is like an American, say he wants to put it into an American bank. That's not the country you monetized your channel in. It needs to go to a bank account in the channel, in the country that you do that." Mind you, he doesn't live in that country anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes, "But I need this money." And at this point, it's like, what was it, like 10 grand, or like $100,000. Like this is like,
It was a huge amount of money.
it was actually, no, it was a
quarter.
$250,000, $250,000.
Yeah.
So that's what he was owed. So he goes, fine. He creates a bank account in that country with a bank.
Yeah.
And says, there you go, send the money there. They send the money there. Now, since 9/11, the United States has these kind of banking regulations where if you're sending large sums of money to a foreign place, you need to have a reasoning or they'll freeze the money because of you thinking that it may be going for illicit means or funding terrorism. So the United States government froze the account and says, no, we don't trust this. That's a large amount of money going into a bank account in a foreign country. So that account is frozen. He can't touch that money. So he stops the disbursements. Meanwhile, he's still making content, still making money over 4 years now. So now at this point he has, and he's admitted to say like he had like over $1 million in his AdSense account that he cannot get. Now here's the funny thing. That's still revenue. That's still me earning money. Now, he can't get that money, but he's still liable to pay taxes on that money. So imagine making 400, he's like, just do the math. Like if it's $1 million over 4 years, how much you're making a year. Imagine then, and he's like, I live in Canada. So as a self-employed person at Canada, he has to pay a minimum of 40% taxes on the earnings he makes. And that's money that he cannot take because YouTube will only send it to the country that he has a bank account in that's frozen because of the US government. So he was literally taking sponsorship deals to just cover the taxes of the money he was earning that he couldn't touch. Then
deals he didn't want to take either. Like he didn't want to have to take sponsorships.
Yeah. But he was he was like losing money. So then comes the sexiest voice on the internet, Mr. Beard.
What?
Yeah.
No, not Sea Dog. It was Critical. Voice Critical. Who has set up a foundation that basically helps content creators who have copyright claims, content claims that they couldn't deal with themselves. They are like they don't
take any money, and they go and they work with YouTube to like resolve issues. So like if you got an unjust copyright claim or something like that. So he's worked with them, and he's like through like a year-long process in emails and back channeling, he's finally got access to the money, and he got all the money deposited into an account, and he can receive revenue now, which is like, that's why there's so much better quality now, because I'm actually getting paid. Except for that $250,000, which is in that account that's still frozen in another country that he can't touch. But so, yeah, like, be careful if you're going to monetize your channel, because that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a place, but it just shows you that there like is a foundation out there that you can reach out to, and they will see about trying to help you.
Yeah, because things like that are just so archaic with rules. I know the reasoning why the government's done that, but I mean, over here, for example, with my revenue, when I get that from Twitch, I have to go through the Department of Work and Pensions because of benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, their system has not been upgraded since when I was talking to the lady on Friday about it, since the 70s. Their system doesn't even use a mouse. They have to go through shortcuts via keyboard, right? So the only thing that they can really say on this when someone is making a claim is like, are they employed? Are they employed part-time? Are they self-employed? Or are they unemployed? None of this is technically has streamer, content creator in it, or even someone who sells Avon products, you know?
Gig economy.
It's just, it is so messed up the way the governments have not updated that to reflect content creators or people doing this sort of thing, where you don't get paid, annually. You don't get paid regularly. It's messed up, and they should move with the times, but they haven't. So that's me being my little mini rant for the day. And speaking of revenue streams, right? Stadia Stadia, right, has announced a series of new schemes designed to encourage more developers to its cloud-based streaming platform. Several of these plans, this is from, by the way, Tom Phillips from Eurogamer, so there's the credit to him. So, Europe, take your laws and bugger off.
The MLA bibliography will be at the end of the podcast.
So several of these plans, such as share of revenue from Stadia's Pro subscription service and payouts for converting Stadia customers to Pro subscribers, seems directly aimed at boosting its paid membership offering. For individual games, there's a new 85% revenue split for titles sold after October the 1st up to the end of 2023, and up until the first $3 million earned, which is apparently the same as Google and Apple stores. What was the other bit? There's also all about a thing called Google also pay out a flat $10 for every player who goes on to subscribe to Pro after clicking on the developer's click to play affiliate link. So there's other bits. So it sounds like what they're trying to do is that they're paying developers every time someone plays their game, but not if nobody does. Which, if that's the case, some of it is a bit shitty.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is that being the standard instead of,
Yeah,
anything else.
doesn't seem good, does it?
No.
You know what it sounds like?
What's that?
Multi-level marketing scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay you based on how much you convert.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring more people over to us, paying us to use Stadia, we'll pay you more in return.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's a multi-level multi. It's an M&M.
It really sounds like they're getting desperate for people to join Stadia.
They are!
Because nobody wants a cloud-based gaming as a main thing.
Hey,
not at the current stage that we're at with it.
hey, I got an idea, Google. Make a decent fucking product first.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the fact that, people want cloud gaming in some form. I get that. But as has been shown by Xbox, it's as part of a choice rather than the main thing. Because I could use cloud gaming on my mobile phone if I wanted to with Xbox Game Pass.
But that's a feature of Game Pass, not the main selling point of Game Pass.
Exactly. Because then it gives you the option of, if something goes wrong and you can't connect to the clouds, I've got games there that I can play. Silly Stadia. But right, that's it. That's the content dump. Time to pull up our trousers after we have wiped and washed our hands.
They're gonna wipe twice after that one.
Oh, we're not done. There's a third one. So the follow up to this bullshit.
Oh,
Right. So Nux.
Yep.
Nux got slammed because YouTube did their shady bullshit.
yeah.
So last night there was a video release from MXR Plays. And MXR Plays has been above board for a good long time. They have a dedicated team who reviews all the videos to make sure everything is still on board with the guidelines and everything. Makes everything 100% above board.
Mm-hmm.
Sends it for manual content review from YouTube. And has a majority rule. If they get 6 other reviewers to manually approve, and if they have a majority approval, they will post the video. Their channel got demonetized. Manually demonetized. Like 300 some odd videos.
Jesus Christ. Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube. Fucking
Well-
YouTube.
So the Swift series is on YouTube, right?
Yes. At no cost to you guys to
At no
watch.
cost to you guys. And I mean, we'll have to talk to Raz, but I don't think the Swifts are going to be coming after us for it. I hope not.
Probably not.
I mean, we made sure that
Watching.
we've made. I actually. Did you guys know that the Swifts started following us on Twitter? Like the football club that I'm doing the fictional game for is now following us on Twitter. God, this is weird.
Pretty awesome.
It's pretty. The meta levels of this is just getting fucking insane. You're gonna need a fucking like Escher chart or something to figure out what's going on here. So James is playing a game of a team. But then the podcast that we're a part of is also sponsoring a player who's playing for the amateur version of the team in real life, who then is now following them, playing the fictional version of the game of that team on social media. This is getting really weird. In a good way, but really weird.
Nice.
Not very nice, but yeah, no, YouTube is YouTube. It seems like YouTube doesn't give a shit about the big content creators, and it doesn't give a shit about the small content creators, like the middle ground people, or the people just selling beauty products is kind of like their go-tos. Just trust me, like once again, with anything, we can talk about TGWPIS as a whole here.
Yeah.
If we wanted to go harder in the paint on the TGWPIS channel and or the TGWPIS YouTube, something tells me that we as a group could make it pretty successful. We have the means, we have the experience, we have the know-how. It's just that that's never been the kind of the goal, right? It's to create content, have a lot of fun, but at the same time, you know, have a place where you can congregate to find all the content. But, you know, that's not, YouTube was never the main goal, especially after they pulled the revenue. That was never the main goal. It's nice to have, but it just it's a barrier of entry now is so freaking high that it's kind of ridiculous. to YouTube, to the point where like, yeah, there's ads in our videos. I don't put them there. If you guys watch any of the TGWPIS videos and there are ads on them, I don't monetize them, and I specifically tell them not to put ads on them.
Yeah, that's YouTube putting there on them for their own benefit.
I think that's YouTube putting them on there to cover their costs, because we are keeping up server space. Which, fine, but, you know, don't cut us in on it. Where Twitch, on the other hand, you know, we've been an affiliate since we were one of the first people affiliated when the affiliate program came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and as much as Twitch is a clusterfuck on things, because don't get me wrong, they're clusterfucking a whole different story. At least, like, when it comes to like getting content creators on like a area where they can start receiving revenue, the barrier to entry isn't as tough. You got 50 followers, and you got an average of what, 3 viewers a stream? Yep,
average of 3.
That's not horrible, and you got to stream for 25 hours a week. Okay, so that's pretty doable.
That's a month, mate.
25 hours a month?
Yeah.
Well, that's very doable. You do a 1 hour stream 25 times in a month, and you still got 5 off days. So the barrier to entry is still there, but it's not horrible. And you think about it, 25 hours shows a reasonable commitment to the platform. Having 3 viewers is not horrible. Usually, if you're starting streaming, you can ask a couple of your buddies to watch you, and that handles it. And then followers is just, you know, you're getting yourself out there and you're doing it. I mean, yeah. we hit a goal. What did we hit an achievement last night? What achievement did we hit? TGWPIS says now stream for over 1,000 hours on this platform.
Nice.
That happened.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm not saying Twitch is the best. I'm kind of far from it. They're not the best platform out there, but it seems that they try.
It's an option.
It's an option. They actively tried to make themselves not the worst.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube just doesn't give a shit. Twitch will try to not make this. We can talk about the hot tub streamer controversy. We could talk about all that kind of stuff. Or you could just be like us and just like, I don't watch it. I'm not anywhere near it. It's not in our sphere of influence. So why do we care?
Yeah. If you want to be here with us, fantastic. If you want to give us money, thank you very much. But, you know. But
what you shouldn't be doing, guys, I think it's time for our weekly PSA announcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Amazon Prime? If you do, don't let Jeff Bezos have that money. You should take that money from Jeff Bezos, who makes giant penis rockets and tries to fly them into space with himself on it. Instead, take that Jeff Bezos money and give it to your favorite streamer. Could be us, could be anybody, but do that because Twitch Prime is a thing, and you should be giving that money. Don't let Jeff Bezos keep that money. He's got enough money. Give that money to a streamer. Any streamer. I don't care who it is. It could even be the Booba streamer in the hot tub. If that's your thing, give them the money. Give us the money. Give Will the money. Give Chris the money. Give the Booty Bay Squad the money. Give Dougie the money. I don't know. I'm running out of people. Give Gio the money.
Give Tim the money.
Give Tim Tom the money. Give Tom the money. Give Tracker the money. Colin doesn't have enough, so we can't say him. But yeah, like literally anybody. I don't care. Just don't let Jeff Bezos keep it. Because that's $5 of his money that gets spent, that he gets $250 back. But then the other half of it goes to the streamer. And you'll have made them happy. So there you go. There's your thing. Give your stream, give your Prime sub out to somebody. I don't care who it is. just do it. Don't let them keep that money because you're just leaving it on the table. At the same time, if you do pay for actual subs for people, you are a wonderful person, and we love you for supporting other people and other content creators on this platform. Okay, I've delayed long enough. I think it's quiz time.
Yep. Because speaking of paying money, thank you very much, everybody, who helped us reach so far this year for Extra Life. $500 on our page. We're closing in on $1,000 for the team page. It's amazing. It's been amazing because Tracker now has raised $315.
Hell yeah. By the way,
You're
12
amazing.
hours of quiz shows. Fucking hell.
Yeah. He must have been absolutely exhausted after that. But two things happened. Two things happened when we hit our first milestone. Now, I said on stream on Tuesday night that if people got us to $500, I would play a game that Gio was talking about in the stream that you can get on PSN in the UK for 20 pence called Spectre Woods. And it is a game that you can get a platinum in within about 5 to 10 minutes. And I did. It's on streams. It should be on the YouTube right now. For you guys check out after I've done this. And it's horrible. It's a bad game. But James here, for his milestone, said he's going to do a quiz about European flags.
Yes, a European, not only a European flags quiz, but a European geography and flags quiz. So
Over to you.
come with me, folks. Come with me over here to the game section. Hi, I'm James. I am in the corner. We are going to just capture my display. Hey, look, it's Will. Everybody say hi to Will. It's capturing the wrong display. Why is it saying automatic? Oh, no.
Hi.
Yep, primary monitor. Boom. There we go. So there's Will again. But here we are. We are going to take this quiz. It's the European countries map quiz game on Stera Online. Why are we doing it this way? Multiple reasons. Number one, it is European continent and it has flags. So not only do I have to know the flag of the country, know the name of the country that the flag is associated with, but I need to know geographically in Europe where this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about this here. So like, there's multiple levels because it could have just been a flag quiz. It could have just been like, oh, that's Great Britain flag, that's Northern Ireland. By the way, it's also like Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, England. So we're like going in layers here. So it's not even like that. I need to know those kind of like levels things. Wow, Rose, you came in at a great time. It's fun with flags. So I am trying to help. I'm trying to show the myth that an American, using his knowledge given to him by Football Manager, there is no studying done for this besides him playing Football Manager. So this is an American who's widely known. American country as a country is known for being horrible at not only our own geography but world geography, using knowledge given to him by a game about soccer in European countries. So that being said, this is timed. I don't know how long this would take. I haven't done a quiz. I have not studied. Will and Chris can't help. They can't. I guess they can if they want to, but yeah.
No, I think I speak for myself here, but I think I'm just gonna sit back and watch rather than helping.
So here we are. Once I click this, the website opens. It'll be the timer will start, and I have to go and start going this. So this is just to see what it's like. If we're ready, let's click it and begin. All right. So that's Switzerland. Switzerland is there. That is Finland. Finland is there. That is San Marino. San Marino that's Vatican City. So San Marino is there. This is Latvia. Latvia. Fucking hell. Now, Latvia should be somewhere here around the Eastern Bloc, I think. That's Moldova. Serbia. That's not Latvia. It's Baltics. Portugal. Come on. Spain. Cyprus is obviously there. Iceland. Malta. Malta is really France. 'Cause Italy is this. That's Corsica. That's Malta. Montenegro. Oh, shit. That's Slovenia. That's Andorra's a thing? Okay. Not that's in Montenegro. France. Oh shit, Slovenia. It's here. It's like here in this area.
Wouldn't it be funny, chat, if he gets Monaco? It's not a country, it's a principality.
United Kingdom, Romania. I think. Yes! Estonia. That's where Moldova is? Or Estonia's up here. Hey, I got that one. I don't know why that says it's wrong. Oh no, red is wrong. Yellow means I got it with help. Austria is next to Hungary. Czechia, also known as the Czech Republic. Oh, that's Germany. Czechia, that's Ukraine. That's Hungary. Czechia. Italy, of course, Italy. That's Kosovo. Bosnia-Herzegovina is near them. Denmark. Denmark, Jimmer. Ukraine. Luxembourg. Now that's Liechtenstein. That's Luxembourg. Hungary is obviously there. North Macedonia is above Greece. Albania is right there. Lithuania. Frickin' hell, Lithuania. If I were to guess where Lithuania is, it's somewhere around here. It's not Hungary.
It's not taking its time.
That's Bulgaria. Really, it's part of that up there. Okay, that one's wrong. Vatican City. Vatican City. Vatican City's a thing here. Okay. Serbia. Bang. Now would be the time to use the button because it's a principality of France. Sweden, Norway. Belarus. Fucking, that's Croatia. Of course it's Croatia. That's Slovakia. That's not Belarus. That is Belarus. Bulgaria. You know that's Germany. That's not. Oh, that's right. Russia is on the other. That fucking weird ass thing. That's how they get into Bulgaria. Ireland. Obviously. I thought they would have the Northern Ireland and Scotland and Wales and then Cornwall. I know England. By the way, is that the Faroes? The Faroe Islands count as... Those aren't Scottish.
No, they're the Shetland Isles out there.
They're the Shetland Islands, but those are the Faroe Islands, right? The ones that are further up.
No.
They're part of Norway.
No.
Anyways, Slovakia is this? No, it's that. Moldova. Well, we know Moldova goes there. Croatia, Russia, Liechtenstein, which is in a principality inside of Switzerland, Germany, the Netherlands, Greece, Poland, Belgium, Andorra. 56% in 5 minutes.
Not bad. Not bad.
And if we look at them, the red ones are the ones that I got absolutely wrong. Light yellow were in 1 click, and darker yellow were in 2 clicks. So so as we can kind of see here with this half circle here, I'm all right, and then like through here I'm okay. Germany, in Denmark, I can blame EU4 for this area because it's like, oh, Denmark owned Sweden and Norway back in like the 1000s. But
back in fucking olden times.
Back in fucking olden times. But here's the question. That's 46 countries or 46 places in Europe. I've got better than 50%.
Yeah.
Do you think, Will, if you did a states quiz in America, you could get 50 better than 50% with no studying? Because remember, this is me just doing this based on just my knowledge through Football Manager.
In all honesty, probably not. I could give it a go.
For $1,000, would you give it a go?
If we hit $1,000, I'll give it a go.
Well, there you go. Here's the continuation, right? I did it for 500. For 1,000, Will gets to do a U.S. geography quiz. Does that sound fair to everybody? Does that sound okay to you, chat? Will, does this sound okay to you?
Yeah, if that sounds good to me. All 52 states.
51. There's some territories too. Like, so, U.S. Virgin Islands, Midway. Yeah. So there you go.
Right.
Not horrible, right?
Not horrible.
The question is to you, chat. Did I do better than you thought I would? That is the big question. Did I do better than you think I did? Hell yeah. There you go. I'll take that. Once again, 56% with no studying, I'll take.
Welcome back, dude. But yeah, that's GG. You got over thing me. You got over half, which is good.
I had to get Monaco right. We all knew I had to get Monaco right. I complain enough about it that I have to know where it is. It's Principality of France. Along with Andorra. Though, is that more of like Spain? It's in that mountain range area.
And the Falkland. Oh wait, no.
Falkland. We don't talk about the Falkland Islands. We don't talk about the Falklands. It's like, ooh, no, Falklands. Or like any of the Portuguese islands that are in the middle of the United States or in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, we don't talk about them either.
So, what we've been playing then? Shall we press on with what we've been playing?
Sure.
Formula One. We did stuff. We didn't do stuff last week because it's Track of 57 stream.
Yep.
But if James wins at Singapore and I do not score points in Racing Rivals, he becomes champion. In a nutshell. There you go. Type out the map. But yeah, so there was that. We also did some Assetto Corsa. Well, I did some Assetto Corsa. I played another match in Snooker 19. Completed it. Whitewash, very nice. Tried bits of F1 2021 before the official release. Because we got the deluxe version. It looks different. It looks quite nice, but a lot more skittish. Ooh. Played some Tricky Towers, Griff and Action Hank with Lisa and Robin. As I said, played Spectre Woods. Started very early on Carrion because, there was a Microsoft Rewards thing about getting an achievement. So I thought, I'll do that. Played more Borderlands with Geo. Played some more Black Mesa, which scared the shit out of us, as usual, and some NASCAR Heat, and that's what I've been playing. So, Chris, what have you been playing?
He's playing Hack the Network.
Yeah. So
he's hacking. Chris is hacking the Gibson currently. By the way, we have to. Michael, congratulations. you get a bit.
Yay!
Michael, ever present, trying to support me. There you go. You get your bit. So I'll go with what I've been playing. And funnily enough, everything that I've been playing has been creating content for our various streams, because I went back to the office for the first time in 16 months. So that was jarring. And so essentially, I have been playing Football Manager up the Swifts. You guys can obviously go and see that on the YouTube channel. We've talked briefly earlier about the craziness that's happening in that. And we also had a recap stream yesterday where we also played some preseason games. So yeah, there is plenty of avenues to check out what's been happening in Football Manager. We also started Breaking Point yesterday, which is the story mode in F1 2021, where you play, to start with, playing as Aiden Jackson, who, once again, where is his accent from? We're not sure. He is apparently British, but...
Well, Casper's apparently Dutch.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound it.
Casper sounds like if I'm doing a Dutch accent.
And the thing is, as well, is like, boy, Aiden Jackson's a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Like, that's how I got this. Like, I'm sitting there, like, looking at all three of these characters, because you got Devin Butthole, which we all know is already a dick. Casper Ackerman and Aiden Jackson. And I'm sitting there looking at, like, all three of them, like, I don't like any of these guys. They're all dicks. Like even Kimi Räikkönen would be like, wow.
It's like, wow, what a bunch of wankers.
Exactly. You slam my door. Like, Aiden's an entitled young prick. Ackerman is just, let's be honest, I look at Ackerman as just Kimi Räikkönen who talks more. And I can say this because the fact that, like, that would involve Kimi being on social media and paying attention to it. And he won't, and he doesn't. And I don't fault Kimi for not being on social media, because he probably has a much better life than being for that.
And he can't be asked, which is fair enough.
Yeah, he's got more important things to do. Yeah, well, if he raced in Monaco and, like, crashed out and went to chill on his yacht, I would be doing that too. I get it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like, it's interesting, and I like it, but it's like, they're just sitting there like, nobody follows team orders. Like, that's for what I've seen so far in Breaking Point, is just like, do not pass Ackerman. But I can do it. Don't.
Don't worry, I've got this. No,
you don't. Your wang's gone. Yeah, it's just like, they basically just said, like, team orders isn't a thing. It's a thing, but nobody listens to it. Where we know it's a thing, and we know even the best in the world will listen to it, because guess what? What happened in the second race in Austria? Hamilton was slow. Bottas was quicker. They said, Bottas is quicker, let him by. And Hamilton let him by. Unlike Bottas letting Hamilton by in Spain, where he raced him and forced, like, Hamilton to actually take, like, a racing maneuver to pass him, Lewis let him by. Because team orders. Am I wrong?
this occasion, no. Other times it's like, wow, he's slower behind me.
Slower behind me. But when it came down, it says Bottas is slower than you, is faster than you. Let him pass. Hamilton did. Team orders are followed more often than they're not followed.
True.
So this entire breaking point thing is based on the premise that nobody wants to follow team orders. Now,
yeah.
Could it be like a situation of Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton at McLaren? Maybe. At Mercedes? I mean, we've all seen that wreck, right?
Yep.
are Danny Ricciardo and Max Verstappen Red Bull?
Yep.
Right? I mean, like, there are instances, but like, and I've watched other people play Racing Point up to a certain chapter. As things go on, it's kind of like, usually like, Ricciardo races Verstappen for one race, and then it doesn't happen again for the rest of the season, right? Like, it's a one-off thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, it happens multiple times in a season.
Yeah. Multi-21, Seb. Multi-21.
Yeah. That, once again, remember, my F1 knowledge is woefully lacking in a lot of things. like Vettel and Weber, like, I know who Vettel is. Weber, I have an idea who he is, but I don't understand the context. I understand from like 2019 forward. I'm trying to understand further back, but that's also because taking my it's a lot to take in. This brain has to handle work stuff and also all of the knowledge of all of the European countries and Brexit rules for Football Manager, which in itself is a convoluted fucktard of a mess. As it is anyways. So, understanding the F1 background history takes a little bit. Like, I understand F1 as it makes context in Drive to Survive, which is a good, like, to get yourself up to speed on modern F1 is a pretty good series to get yourself, like, give yourself context. But to, like, understand Senna, Button, Schumacher, OG Schumacher, Alonso before all of this.
Yeah.
Even like understanding like Kimi Räikkönen and Vettel. Like, we see Kimi Räikkönen like, oh, he's just like the end. Hello from Greece, Foodist. How are you?
Oh. And speaking of, we are in the 5-minute warning of the first sprint race.
Okay, so speaking of that, this is the wrap up time. I'm guessing. Oh, thank you for following. Did the thing work? It did work. Are they like doing the lap to get ready?
They're doing the 5 minutes sort of free.
Okay.
Yeah, free start.
Crofty's getting like getting the lotion out and getting ready to lube himself up so he can start going as Lewis is there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, welcome, Foots. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully it's wonderful weather down there in Greece in the Mediterranean right now. Probably better than what it's going to be here. What's the weather like in Silverstone right now, Will? Give us the play-by-play.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in Silverstone it is lovely clear blue skies, and that means it is a lovely sort of 26 degrees on the ground. So that means pushing 50 degrees on track side without a cloud in the sky.
So, good day for racing?
Very good day for racing.
So,
very trying day if you're a fan in the stands, because get your sunblock on.
Get your sunblock on, or just, how many of them? You have two options if you're in the stands. Get your sunblock on, or just drink a shit ton of beer. Either way, you won't be feeling it by the end of it, but you will be feeling it the next day.
Yeah.
So that's it. There we go. I think we're going to jump off now because the race is about to start, and we want to make sure that some of us don't miss it. It's 5 minutes till then. Thank you for the follow. Thank you all for being here. I've been James. He's been Will. It's been the coffee night. This has been the Game Won't Say Itself podcast. And remember, it's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, 1, 2, 3, funk.